Netflix went from FAF-owing to FAF-knowing. Elon Musk has tweeted out to cancel your subscriptions to Netflix, and rightfully so. He just announced he's canceled his Netflix subscription after they promoted transgenderism for 7-year-olds in a new show. In addition, the writer of the show mocked Charlie Kirk's assassination. Let's give a big thank you for bringing attention to this. So in this video, we're going to go over basically what Elon said, what's going on behind the scenes, and then I'm going to show you some clips of the actual TV shows that they're playing on Netflix, and it's absolutely vile. It's sick that they're pumping this down into these cartoons for kids to watch. And the thing is, a lot of parents wouldn't even know this stuff because I bet it's not promoted in the title or the description. But once your kid starts watching this, it slowly can, groom them. So this to me is some vile behavior. But I bet Elon right now is just sitting there just like, yeah, buddy. Because Netflix supposedly has lost around $20 billion. So I'm going to show you the tweet that he's talking about. This is from Hamish Steele, is one of the producers of some of these TV shows. This is a response to Keir Starmer. Hopefully I'm saying his name right. My thoughts this evening are with the loved ones of Charlie Kirk. It is heartbreaking that a young family has been robbed of a father and a husband. We must all be free to debate openly and freely without fear. There can be no justification for political violence. Love this. I agree with Keir, however you say his name, completely. Hamish Steele, one of the producers of Netflix. Why the F are you even commenting on this? You sympathy for any of the... You sympathize? This dude's an idiot already. I can already tell you that.
Stupid.
You sympathize for any of the families being slaughtered by your weapons, but a random Yahtzee gets shot in its public statement. You're such an effing evil shite. Goodness gracious. So needless to say, I believe Elon saw that in tandem with some of the TV shows, and yeah, it's not looking good. So I'm going to play you a clip from one of the TV shows. It's a little low on the volume, so if you want to turn it up real quick, I won't talk during it so you can watch the whole thing, but it's a little low on the volume.
It's not the park. It's me. I'm trans, Norma. And everyone at school knows, and everyone at home knows. And being here, it's like a whole new place. I can just be Barney, and I can choose if and when I tell people. I've never been happier. And that's saying something when I spent today chased by terrifying zombie mascots. Pugsley reminded me how important it is to live your life without apology. So I think I gotta give living here a shot. Don't you?
What in the HE double is that? Talking about being trans with the blue hair, like goodness gracious, like we can clearly tell who's making these cartoons. And here's another one.
It's hard to know who's dangerous or not.
That's true, though disappointing.
Hey, it's okay. I know I'm safe when I'm with my friends or other non-binary people.
Baby girl, you talking to a transformer. You're talking about non-binaries, Optimus Prime. He ain't get to... What?
Binary?
People who aren't female or male. Oh, I'm sorry. I shouldn't have assumed.
I always knew my pronouns felt right, but what a wonderful word.
Wow. I'm sorry the volume's a little low on these. The fact that they're even bringing up pronouns in cartoons for children is sickening. But the reason they're doing it is because they can't have children of their own. They can't have children of their own, so they must brainwash the children that are here. So Elon is declaring an all-out war on Netflix, and they've lost a lot of money right now. But I don't know, what do you guys think about this? Do you think this is appropriate for children? Do you guys think this is inappropriate? In my opinion, I think this is absolutely terrible. I don't think that Netflix should be pumping out this type of content at all. And my biggest thing is why are we trying to talk about this stuff with kids? Like back in my day when I was a kid, we never talked about our sexual identity or what we were into. You were either a boy or a girl, and that's what you liked, and you either like boys or girls, and like it's cool. Like it's different strokes for different folks, dude. Like I don't really care. Oh, apparently maybe it's 15 million right now. Goodness gracious, that's a lot of coin they've lost. But I didn't care when I was a kid as far as like what were your sexual identity and things like that. Why does that matter? Why does that matter? And there's so many of these TV shows. Like I just went through and found a bunch of clips. Here, I'll show you another one really quick. This one's like some horse and some kid. I don't even know what these shows are.
Everything okay, Fred? Well, the last time I saw my grandma, I used a different name and pronouns. That was before I discovered that Fred feels more like...
I used a different name and pronouns. Like, dude, kids are only going to learn this stuff in school. they're only going to learn this stuff in school. And I saw this tweet and I was like, you know what? This actually makes so much sense. Every recent movie on Netflix, white man's the villain, black man's the hero, gay guy is the voice of reason, woman has the balls, dad is an idiot, mom is the breadwinner, children are sexualized. Netflix is social engineering, not entertainment. Bro, hit the nail on the head on that. Think about Family Guy. He's an idiot. Homer Simpson, he's an idiot. Even South Park, Randy Marsh, he's an idiot. Like, we make it so that the older white dad can just be an idiot, like, all the time. And I know Homer's yellow, so we don't really know what his race is. But there is such a like perpetuation of, oh, your dad's stupid and mom's smart. Why can't we have it the other way around? Maybe it doesn't sell. I don't know. But yeah, this is the one where we were just talking about. Oh my God. Dead End Paranormal Park, a show on Netflix, is pushing pro-transgender on children. This show is advertised for 7-year-olds. Like, what? There's another one. You'll never guess who the creator of this show is. They, LGBTQ Blue Sky fan who mocked Charlie Kirk's murder and called him a Nazi. Is anyone surprised? Like, this guy right here, awful behavior. Awful. The fact these people can even get these jobs at these companies is what really hurts my heart. And especially because I'm about to be a dad. And to see this stuff is sickening. So Cass and I are like, yeah, we really got to watch everything that our baby's going to watch. Like, I honestly told her this morning, I was like, why don't we just cancel Netflix? Why don't we just cancel it? Because I honestly, what's funny is I cancel Netflix probably once a year. Just because I swear, I don't know about you guys, chat, but let me know what you think. Put a 1 in the chat if you agree. Almost like, it's like every 6 months, maybe Netflix comes out with one good thing, and then it's just dry for 6 months. It's a straight Sahara. So I cancel it all the time just because it's garbage. And then they keep going up on the price. But now that I know they're doing this stuff, it's like, brother, like, this is terrible.
It's time for Frightful 101.
What?
Welcome to your crash course in holiday self-expression.
You look amazing! But what does this have to do with Frightfall?
Hello! Frightfall, costumes, dressing up, and your look doesn't need to be scary. See? Honey Bee Lightly Stressed for my fave movie, Breakfast at Mulberry's. It's perfect. It's flawless. It's me.
But you're a man, though. Why are you in a freaking dress? And why are we showing this to children? Like, why does this stuff matter? Why are we cross-dressing kids? Here's another one that does this same thing.
Thing that we know about you. You love to get up and dance.
How about you break out those moves?
I don't know if this is two gay dads, but it's already given that.
For your 2 biggest fans.
In a dress, brother?
If you're not sure what to choose, think about all the things you like to do. Just be you.
Just be me?
That's what I'm saying. Like, what I don't even think they did. Just be me? Like, kids need to be led. Chat, put a 1 in the chat if you agree. Kids and children need to be led. They need to be taught. They don't need to be picking and choosing. Dude, when I was 8 years old, I thought Santa Claus was real. You're going to tell me that I get, bodily autonomy over what I want to do with my body, and if you don't affirm what I'm doing, then, like, you're a bad person? Like, what? Are you kidding me? You're talking to kids that believed in Santa Claus 3 years ago, and you're telling me they've got enough knowledge now to know what they want to be? Like, bro, stop it. This whole gender-affirming care stuff is sickening, and it's also terrifying because it seems like the left is trying to push this stuff. But this is the downfall of society. There's I believe it's an old school Russian manifesto, and I'm not really into conspiracy theories, chat, but this one I'm kind of like, you know what? I'm seeing it. Where it's like, over-sexualize the women, sexualize the children, demasculate the men, masculate the women, make the women be the higher earners, make men not work. Like, this whole thing makes the West crumble. It makes us fall. And it's like, over-sexualize the children, let women be liberated through sex. Like, these things are bad, inherently, very bad. Like, you do this, and it doesn't help society. It actually hurts. It brings us back so far, and it doesn't help us push us forward at all. I think this is just it's a terrible agenda. But Netflix has been able to skirk by the wayside on this, and, like, it's just now coming out.
File for a Bailey Del Vecchio. Is 32 Burn Hill Road still the current address? Yeah. Have you been giving him fluids? If he's dehydrated, we'll need to place an IV. Have him change into this.
I don't want.
Well...
I hear someone's not feeling well. Let's take a look at the little man.
Can I please talk to you two outside?
What is this little girl got power of attorney? What's going on? Where's the parent in all this?
I know that you guys are busy, but as you would see, if you looked at her and not her chart, Bailey is not a boy. And by treating her like one, you are completely ignoring who she is. You're making her feel insignificant and humiliated.
Bruh, it's a little kid that doesn't know what's going on.
And that's not gonna help her feel good or safe or calm. So, from here on out, please recognize her for who she is. And if at all
He's like, yeah, I'm a doctor. I'll just look past her biology. Don't worry about it, little girl with the glasses.
possible, could you find me a non-blue hospital gown?
Always. There you have it.
Dad.
So proud of you.
Oh, Marianne.
And I bet the parents are like, oh, I'm just so proud of you, honey. You really stood up for yourself. This stuff is sick. Ain't that right, Loki? Oh, I've fallen at work and been injured. Oh, wait. I should call my lawyer.
I'm John Morgan of Morgan & Morgan.
Hey, John Morgan of Morgan & Morgan. It's Levi Nichs of YouTube. Can I get some cash, please?
Morgan & 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 Morgan.
Did you know that your injury could be worth millions of dollars? Morgan & Morgan is the largest injury law firm in America, and they've recovered over $20 billion for their clients. $20 billion? That's a lot of cash. The insurance companies tried to lowball me, but Morgan & Morgan was able to take my pain and suffering and turn it into cold, hard cash. It's almost a good thing I was injured. But wait. How much is Morgan & Morgan gonna cost me? You never owe them legal fees unless they're successful. So it's completely free unless you win? Yeah. Hiring a lawyer? That sounds like really difficult. It's actually super easy. You can just go to their website, and in a couple clicks, you can find out if you have a case. And you can literally do it from your smartphone. And remember, there is only one Morgan & Morgan. Wait, but it's two names though. How is it? Give me the script. Oh, both their last names. Okay, I get it. Okay, roll it. You can start your claim today by going to forthepeople.com/Levi, found in the description below. So if you're injured, you can trust Morgan & Morgan. Y'all know what time it is. Loki, would you like a treat, buddy? Free. Wait. Can we just freeze in the chat? Free. Ready to place. But yeah, man, this behavior right here, and I guess maybe it's my paternal instinct that's coming out, because if you would have asked me a year ago, I probably wouldn't have cared about any of this stuff. Like, everything I was talking about was relationships. But you guys are really seeing me go through like a big growth here, because I'm having a child. You know, Cass is pregnant. I'm having different dreams. I'm having dreams of being a dad. I'm having dreams of, you know, protecting them, and my life is changing right before your eyes. My life is changing. So it's good to have you guys here during this crazy period, but I guess this is why this stuff is hitting home for me now, because it's like, I have a kid, and I don't want my kid to have to face some of these things. I don't want my kid to have to be able to watch this stuff and be like, Daddy, what's this? I'm like, what are we even watching, and have to explain away why this is irrelevant. And one thing I'll never understand, though, especially with this community, like the LGBTQ trans community, is like, they lead so much with their sexuality. That's the weird part for me. Like, as a straight guy, I'm never like, hey, you know, I love women, love to pound the cooch, okay? Like, I'm never saying that. I'm never leading with that. It's like, cool. Like, why does it matter so much? Do you have nothing else about you that's interesting? Why do you have to lead with that? Is that all you have? Are you that shallow where you like to stick your tongue and fingers and phalluses, that's all that matters? Like, bro, stop. That's so dumb to me. Like, the fact that we have perpetuated it this much in society where people lead with that now. It was like being a vegan 5 years ago. You know, anytime you meet somebody that's vegan, you're talking to them and they're just like, I'm a vegan. Okay, sorry, I just had to get that out of the way. Like, we don't care. We really, really don't care.
Whoop de doo.
We couldn't care less. But apparently in this Transformers show, like, they're doing it not just once. So I showed you all that first clip. But they're not just doing it once, they're doing it multiple times.
Of course. Morgan, can you switch,
Nightshade's pronouns are they, them.
What?
He or she just doesn't fit who I am. My
You're a freaking robot.
Stupid. Apologies. Please switch their piece. So, the plan.
Bro, this is my whole thing. I was talking to Cass about this. I was like, you don't get your own pronouns just like you don't get your own adverbs. You don't get your own nouns. You don't get your own verbs. Like, why are we doing this? Like, lying to...
I do. I definitely...
What the... Why are we pushing this so much, bro? I mean, whatever, dude. Like, different strokes for different folks. But if you're going to do a kids show, let kids know that I think it's good to start a nuclear family, man. Why are we pushing this so hard? I mean, it's a little weird. It's a little odd that they're pushing two dudes getting married. I mean, that was a little more docile than some of the other ones, the whole pronoun stuff. But I just don't get why kids need to even know this stuff. Like, clearly that child, if they are watching it, they came from a mommy and a daddy. Okay, so we should maybe be teaching them that, since that's how they got here. I don't know, it's just my 2 cents on it. What is this clip? This is from Jurassic World.
Folks, you need to check this out. We just sent our kids to bed. This Jurassic World was still playing, and we came across this.
You were trying to tell me something before. What? Earlier, in the lift, before the Noctosaurus went all crazy. It seems super important. It was. The truth is, Sammy, I've fallen for you.
Lord have mercy.
What?
Hard. Real hard.
Jurassic World, you know? Jurassic World. Since when did this happen in Jurassic World? I thought it was about dinosaurs.
Yeah, why are we pushing, like, I don't get it, the whole gay relationships. Why are we pushing that stuff so hard? Why are we pushing it so hard? And I don't know if you guys remember, there was a show that they, and this was just on one of the comments, they had this show called Cuties. That was like these young girls dancing and stuff. I was like, this stuff is sick. The fact that they're pushing this stuff down kids' throats is wild to me, that this is even a conversation that we're having. Like, the fact that I even got to discuss this and cover this on a video is wild to me, but I feel like it's my duty as a dad, a soon-to-be dad, to talk about this stuff. And if you guys have Netflix, if you do have kids, watch what they watch, dude. You really got to be careful. Personally, for me, I wouldn't let them watch any cartoons on Netflix because, as you just saw, this stuff happens randomly. Like, this dude's like, oh, I was just watching this, and then, like, boom, just two lesbians, two gay guys getting married. Like, why are we going through all this? And here's my opinion, dude. It's different strokes for different folks. If you want to go do that on your own time, cool, go do that. I put a lot of this stuff in the same realm as I would pushing political beliefs down somebody's throat, or, you know, telling somebody to believe in a religion a certain way. So if one of these shows was talking about politics or talking about religion, I would be just the same. You know, like, if they wanted to push Christian values, cool, but I think the parents should know that beforehand, that, you know, like, maybe they're not Christian, maybe they're Muslim, maybe there's something else. We have freedom of religion. Do your own thing. Believe what you want to believe, but don't hurt people and don't indoctrinate kids. That's my big two things here, man. Like, my big two things when it comes to what you do in your personal time is don't hurt people and don't indoctrinate children. Those are the two that I have no, it's very black and white for me. Those are horrible. Don't hurt people. Don't indoctrinate children. The children are our future generations. They need to be led down a path of, like, logic, reason, things like this. But for me, it's weird because I didn't grow up with any of this stuff. Now, chat, let me know. Let me know in the comments. Let me know in the chat right now. Did you go to high school with somebody that was gay? I did. One of the coolest guys. I was in the drum line, and he played marimba. Dude, he was super cool. He never made any advances, because that's one thing I hear a lot of straight guys say. Well, as long as they don't hit on me. Dude, gay guys typically don't. Like, sometimes they will if you're a good-looking guy, but a lot of times they did. They never hit on me. He was super cool. Really intelligent, really nice. I only wish the best for the guy. But the thing is, he never led with that. He never was like, oh, my entire identity is my sexuality. He never led with it. A lot of people now lead with it. It's everything to them. Like, I was walking around Target the other day with Cass. There were so many people with dyed hair, green hair, blue hair, pink hair. Remember how I talked about women dye their hair just like there's really poisonous frogs in the Amazon that have highlighter colors? They're warning you to stay away, but I'm starting to see it more and more. But it was during the day where people would typically be at work, and I was like, well, I can take off days whenever I want to. I can record, 3 or 4 videos, and I can take off. Maybe these people don't have jobs. I don't know. Maybe these people don't have. I don't know. It's just weird to me. But to me as a parent, this is absolutely wild that Netflix is getting away with this, number one. But Number 2, we're just now finding out about it. And to think, these are just 4 TV shows. These are 4 TV shows, like that Jurassic World show. I think that's Cocomelon. Cocomelon is really popular, right? Don't know what that show is. And then this show as well. Like 4 shows, and I've done research for maybe 30, 45 minutes, you know? But here's something from Benny Johnson. If you don't know Benny Johnson, this guy is an ultimate hustler on YouTube. But here's what Benny Johnson had to say.
Why this Netflix cancellation campaign has gone so viral, with hundreds of thousands of people canceling their Netflix subscriptions, including Elon Musk. It's the #1 trend in the world, and Netflix has lost billions of dollars in their stock. You can see right here, an absolute collapse today. The reason why this is actually happening isn't your standard red versus blue political issue. It's a lot deeper than that. It's a moral issue. Have you seen what Netflix has been putting in their children's shows? This isn't like we're trying to push one way or the other. We want Democrats to win. You know, we want like everyone like socialism. Like, it's not like that, okay? Open borders even. It's so much worse. They're sexualizing children. It's got to be the single most radical thing you can do, the single most morally indefensible thing you can do. And I'm going to prove it to you. I'm going to play you all the clips. I'm going to show you what they're putting into their programming. That's why this has gone so viral, because Netflix has truly crossed the line. If you believe that this is wrong, you should also cancel your Netflix. Okay, here we go. Here's the mashup of every time Netflix has put transgender, sexualized radical ideology into their children's programming.
How about you break out those moves?
For your 2 biggest fans.
Non-binary?
People who aren't female or male. Oh, I'm sorry. I shouldn't have assumed.
Nightshades pronouns are they, them.
He or she just doesn't fit who I am.
I still don't get that. You're a freaking robot, dude.
My apologies.
My apologies.
Please switch their piece.
I'm trans, Norma. And everyone at school knows, and everyone at home knows. And being here, it's like a whole new place.
This is Cherry Chef reporting from the wedding of the year. Everyone's
the undisputed champion of my heart.
And pronouns.
Cancel your Netflix.
Right, it's crazy to me. That's wild to me. I mean, here's my thing. If our little baby was born right now, I'm not even opening Netflix, but I'm probably going to cancel Netflix today. Just because there's nothing to watch on there. Cass and I watch a lot of Hulu. I'll be honest, we watch a lot of Hulu. But this is wild. Indoctrinating children. And the reason they have to do this is because they don't have their own generation of kids to indoctrinate. They've got to brainwash all of our children. The people that are actually having kids. But this is wild to me. Chat, what do you think about this stuff? This stuff to me is completely out of line, completely out of order. And we can't put up with this. We have to make a stand. Like, this stuff to me is just evil. Here's another one. Here's another clip from another show.
Wow, this is for me. I know, right? The school totally customizes our rooms for us. It's so cozy. I'm Frankie. Pronouns they, them. I'm only 15 days old. Hi, Claudine, she, her. Nice to meet ya. My full name is Frankie Stein. I was just created by my parents, but not in the way that others are created by their parents, like werewolves. I was actually made in a lab using some of the...
What the actual was that? Frankenstein? What? What? Like, why do we have to bring this stuff into the shows, man? Like, why does this stuff have to happen? I don't get this, chat. But it's the brainwashing of the kids. That's what they want. They want to brainwash the kids. They want them to believe this stuff. Population collapse. Like, it gets really bad. It gets really bad when this stuff starts to happen. But the fact that we're just now finding out about this stuff, I bet a lot of these shows have been out for a hot minute. For a hot minute. Apparently this is a clip of Strawberry Shortcake 1980s. She's caring for her pets and garden while entering baking contest. Strawberry Shortcake Netflix. Transgender brainwashing of children where boys are dressing like girls. Save the children. So this is an old clip of what it used to be. So that's what Strawberry Shortcake used to be. Little girl watering her garden. Now it's a little boy in a dress. How far we've fallen from God's grace. Goodness gracious. But apparently they've lost a ton of money. Netflix is losing money by the minute, and needless to say, I will not be letting our little baby daughter watch any of this stuff. There's nothing. No, there's absolutely no way. Absolutely no way. But who's to know if these other streaming services are doing the same thing? Who knows if Hulu's doing it? We just watch, we watch a lot of true crimes. We watch a lot of adult like TV shows. But when our baby gets to a certain age, we want her to be able to enjoy some TV. But we're also going to be very anti-screens. No iPads, no TV. It's going to be a much more just personal, interpersonal connections, conversations, hanging out with us. And we're probably going to homeschool for a very long time. Never put her in public school, at the least, or maybe private school if we can find a nice private Christian school. But and what's so funny is when we tell people like, yeah, we're going to homeschool, they're like, well, aren't you worried socialization and that they won't fit in with society? I'm like, yeah, that's the whole point. I don't want them to fit in with society. Society's crazy right now. Have you seen what's going on? Have you seen the current state of the world? Or is Jaden Smith? Have you seen the political and current economic situation of the world? You know what I mean? It's crazy out there right now. Kids are going to schools and getting indoctrinated and brainwashed. And they're coming out thinking they're a freaking giraffe with 3 left feet. Bro, it's weird. It's crazy times we're living in right now, but I think it's up to us, for the people that are having kids. If you can homeschool and if you can live off of one person's income, you should homeschool your kids. And people always say, well, they're not going to be socialized. Yeah, they will be. They'll be hanging out with 2 adults talking to them constantly. And if we want, I know people that have kids, we can go hang out with their kids if we want. There's your socialization. Boom, how about that? I don't want them to fit in with society. I want them to be free thinkers. I want them to do their own thing. I don't want them to think that they have to go to school just to get a job, just to get a degree, to work until they're 65 and then be free from the rat race. That's not, in my opinion, that's not the American dream. The American dream is becoming an entrepreneur and having ownership and doing what you want with your own time. To me, that's the American dream. Chat, put them in the chat if you agree. Because for me, I was raised up extremely poor. I was always told, go get an education, go get a degree, go get a job. That's what I was told. I listened to that. And I went and did that, and I was like, wow, I'm a poor teacher. I don't want to do this anymore. This sucks. I'm not making a lot of money. I'm working 50, 60 hours a week, and I'm not making any coin. Chad, if I was still a teacher right now, bro, I'd be making maybe 50, 60K a year. A year. That's insane. Working 50, 60 hours a week. And it's not a fair system. Teachers are overworked, underappreciated, and underpaid. And the reason I can say that is because I used to be a teacher. So shout out to anybody that is a teacher. I don't know if we have any teachers here, but I love you guys and I appreciate what you do. And also anybody that's in the blue collar industry, the trucking industry, anybody that's in part of our military, like people that keep the infrastructure running in this world. If you're a plumber, you're an electrician, you're a journeyman, you're out in the field, you're working, like I appreciate you guys more than you'll ever know. Wish I could appreciate you more, but sorry, I got to be married to Cass. It is what it is. But when I was a kid, none of these conversations were even around. Nobody was talking about this stuff. Nobody was bringing it up. Nobody was saying like, well, what do you feel like? I was like, I feel like I want some Skittles, dude. That's what I feel like. I never talked about my gender identity or any of that stuff. This is weird stuff, man. Like the brainwashing's crazy. And I think the more people start to call this stuff out and we start to boycott it and we start to say, you know what, I'm canceling Netflix. We're not putting up with this stuff. The quicker they flip the script and say, sorry, our bad, we're not going to do this stuff anymore. But it's people like this guy right here that are pushing this stuff, that we need to get rid of guys like this doing this stuff. Because you think this guy's having a kid? They? You think he's having kids? Probably not. Probably not having kids. So he's trying to brainwash the other kid. Like dude, if you have your own beliefs, cool, dude. Do whatever you want. Don't hurt people. Don't brainwash kids. But for us, I don't even want our daughter even consuming some of this content. Going back to the homeschooling thing, this is a tangent I was on. People ask, well, how are you going to homeschool her? Well, she'll hang out with us all the time. And for what kids do in an 8-hour day at school, you can probably get done in 2 or 3 hours. And they can spend more time with their family, with their mommy and their daddy. What was the one thing you wanted to do as a kid? Don't worry, Chad, I'll wait. For me, it was spend time with my parents. I wanted to spend time with my mom and my dad. Yeah, friends were cool, but friends really didn't start mattering to me until I got into like grade school age, like 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. But even then, I still loved being around my parents and hanging out with them. I didn't really start being like, oh, I want to be around my parents all the time till I was like 15 or 16. That was when I was like, I want to go hang out with my boys. That was really when now before that, Family trips and stuff was cool, but maybe the age of 10 to 12, I was like, I want to kick it with my friends. But you couldn't because you're still a kid. But in the younger years, I just wanted to hang out with my mom and dad. I wanted everything to be hunky-dory. I wanted to go to the zoo. I wanted to go to the aquarium. I wanted to go have fun. I wanted to go on vacations. But guess what? My parents worked all the time. Well, my dad didn't. My dad was doing drugs all the time. But my mom was working all the time, so I was raised by my grandparents. We sat at home all day, and I had such a good bond with my grandparents. RIP to both of them. They just passed. My grandma passed last year, and my grandfather passed a few years back. But I had such a good relationship with them. I was so close with them, and I loved that. That's what I want to give to my kids. And then how do you socialize kids homeschooling? Right, here's what you do. Take them to the grocery store with you. Read the nutritional facts. Show them how to add things up. Show them what aisles have which. Show them how to read the nutritional facts as far as like, here's the ingredients in them. Here's things that are bad. Here's things that are good. Right, take them to the post office with you when you mail something out. Take them one time to go pay your electric bill. Take them to a car dealership and show you how to negotiate and buy a car. Show them how to order their own food at a restaurant. Show them how to go to the mall and look for certain things. Find certain clearance racks. Look for certain items. Find price tags. There's so many things you can do in the everyday world that are way more applicable, in my opinion, than just sending a kid to school to go learn a bunch of things they don't learn. Because chat, let me know right now, how many things in school that you learned do you use every single day? It's probably nothing, bro. A lot of that information for me is just whatever. I don't even think about some of this stuff. My math teacher used to be like, you're not always going to have a calculator in your pocket. Well, guess what, Rebecca? I got a calculator in my pocket right now. Right here. And the internet. So don't tell me what I got, okay? So many kids are going to school and learning skills that aren't even applicable to what they need to do. Kids don't know how to do taxes, don't know how to invest, don't know how to buy a home, don't know how to write a check, don't know how to balance a budget. So many things aren't taught in school. I was never taught any of that in school. A lot of the real world things I was taught, I was taught outside of school. A lot of the stuff I was taught in school, I don't even use. But what do you guys think about this boycott of Netflix, Chad? Is it justified? Is it way off base? Let me know what you guys think in the comments. He's a little sleepy boy. But I hope you guys enjoyed today's episode. Don't forget to like, comment, subscribe. It was good to have you guys out, man. Until next time. Peace.
Levi Nichs.